We wouldn't have made it to the end of the first week if it hadn't been for Stuart. I used to criticise him for being so anal, so pedantic, always penny pinching. He was always going on about the cost of living. It was bloody infuriating. But his attention to detail was what saved us. When everyone else was running around terrified out there, fighting over the last loaves of bread on the supermarket shelves and stepping over the bodies in the aisles, we were safely locked away. Stuart saw this coming. Smartass even modelled it on his bloody computer. He showed me how the outbreak would inevitably become an epidemic, then a pandemic, then something worse. Typical bloody accountant, no emotion. He went out to the cash and carry with the business card and brought back enough food and bottled water to fill the garage. When everyone else finally caught up and started realising the end was really nigh, he'd already cleared out the DIY store and got everything he needed to make the house secure. By the time we'd locked down, the rest of the world was in utter chaos. The germs spread through any direct physical contact, so we cut ourselves off from absolutely everyone else. 6 weeks, 4 days, that's how long it's been. We survived on adrenaline to begin with, living on our nerves. The girls were more upset about the cat than anything else, but Stuart was right. She was a contamination risk and she had to stay outside. After the first couple of weeks, it all went quiet out there. Too quiet. The screaming, the helicopters, the gunfire, the engine noise gradually stopped. Then there was nothing. The next weeks were harder, but we kept ourselves busy, keeping the kids distracted, checking and rechecking the house was secure and rationing the supplies. Stuart said he'd worked out how much food and water we'd need each day, and that we had enough for a couple of months if we were sensible. I asked him what happened after that. He didn't have an answer. We knew we couldn't think about anyone else, even if we wanted to. A woman tried to get in once. I don't know how she found us. It was hard leaving her out there listening to her screaming. I took the kids upstairs and tried to keep them occupied. Stuart stayed down on the other side of the door just in case she got in. Her body's still on the driveway. The girls and Stuart are really struggling now. I can't let them see that I am too. We're all doing our best, but I don't know how much more we can take. The garage is half empty, and we don't have any way of getting more food. We can't risk going out. We're fighting all the time now. Last night, things came to a head. We can't keep doing what we're doing, he said, tears streaming down his face. We ration the food even more, and we wait. Wait for what? There's no one else left. And what about the kids? What am I supposed to do? He screamed at me. I've done everything I can for this family. I've kept us all alive. I held him as he sobbed. I know. I know I've built us a prison here, but it was the only option. I did it this morning while Stuart and the girls were still asleep. I've been keeping some decent food back and cooked the best meal I could with the little I had. Something I knew they'd all like. They ate every scrap, and for the first time since this started, we were all happy, bellies full, nightmare outside temporarily forgotten. It took about an hour for it to take them. Hannah first, then Sally, then Stuart. I took what I needed from the infected woman's body on the drive and added it to the food. And that was that. A little bit of pain, a short burst of fear. Then it was over. Far better than the alternative, the hunger, the panic, waiting for the inevitable. And now, as I sit next to their still warm bodies and finish my food, I look at them all and remember how much I love them. Sometimes, Stuart, love, the cost of living is too high a price to pay.